E-League definitely changed you. Made you more stupid.
Dog, you know what I did? I was doing a local recording the whole time with that.
Oh my god. We already did the whole podcast for nothing.
It's
It
okay.
started at 8.
I think we're on time.
Alright.
Worst show ever.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty
It's off.
shit.
What
Hey,
the hell
man.
is most Thursday? Most Thursday, 9 p.m. PST? What the fuck kind of English is that?
Anybody.
It's most.
Anybody.
Podcast most Thursday.
Most Thursday.
Most
I mean, you
Plural,
can put
just
an
one
S there if
Thursday.
you wanted. Shit.
Low tier fucking
Most
English.
Bust out the MS Paint, just put the quick S in there.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. Avoiding the dragon tail.
Look, man, I asked people for ideas for these names of the show, and everyone had these dumbass ideas, like Tales of the Dragon.
Yeah, everyone's opinions suck, but yours aren't any better either, so, you know.
Oh, thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, the best part about this is because I can barely hear Rips, like, he's probably saying something really dumb and I can't hear him.
Yeah, actually,
helping
it's
out.
great, right? Every
Wait a
time
second,
he's
it's
like,
because you idiots don't have headphones on. Mike, you hear me fine, right?
Yeah, I do. I hear you perfectly.
Yeah, but you were way louder before. As soon as you
It's
hit
true,
start,
that's also true.
you started like backing away from the mic and getting all scared.
It seemed like if you guys seen the movie Get Out, he was just falling deeper into the hole.
yeah, this shit is wild. He got real quiet real quick.
Really? Well, I hope it works. Chat, let us know. Do I sound as good as everyone else? This is our first try.
Well, you better start putting that mic down your mouth or something.
I don't know if I can fix that. You know what I
See
forgot to
about
do? I forgot to put you guys' names in the fucking title.
Jesus. You know, this selfish motherfucker. You think you know a guy. He
Yeah.
works one E-League and he just fucking becomes all
He
esports.
forgets all about the little people, huh?
The
Yeah,
little
especially
people, the
Rickstah.
roots,
Yes.
the hometown.
All right, let me try this mic for use clowns. Does that sound better for you guys?
I think his mic broke too.
Did that fix it? Oh god.
Dude, now there's like an echo.
What?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That goes probably because Mike has the stream on.
Yeah, it is.
Probably.
Wait, do I sound better now though,
You
Rick?
gotta mute the mic, man.
Ricky, do I sound better? All right. I set you guys to the webcam mic. All right. I think I'm ready. I think I'm
All
ready. I think the show's ready. It's about to start. Right now. Oh, and I'm about to make the music softer. What's up, everybody? Welcome to
Jesus.
the Boomcast. All right.
Oh, Kyobi's much more of a professional than you are, man.
Yeah,
Look,
Kyobi's
man,
way
countdown
fucking
with
better.
fingers.
First try. All right.
What
First
did you
try.
just say about fingers? I didn't hear what you said.
Are you serious?
He came back from Anime Expo. I didn't know what he was doing with his fingers. I don't know what's happening.
All right,
Oh,
look,
gross.
Kyobi and his fingers. I don't even know about all that. But this is the Boomcast. I'm Rip. I'm joined by Mr. Rickstah over there, Mr. MYK down below, and Mr. Sajam in that corner down there. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Nothing much. Chilling.
I feel great. Things are great. I'm happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot.
Ricky?
It is fucking hot, actually. It's hella
Oh my
hot here in
God.
SoCal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying.
It's another podcast.
It's another podcast. I know. Okay, so let me tell people really quickly about why I wanted to do a podcast in the first place. You know, we used to do ATP Live, of course, and I've missed it for a long time. Me and Ricky were talking to Eris forever about bringing it back. He has no interest in bringing it back. And then last night we were at Wednesday Night Fights, and it was the four of us actually, and we were just talking, and we were making fun of Chelsea's face. And then I just remembered that was the whole reason I wanted to do ATP Live in the first place. You know, just us talking about fighting games. And so I kind of missed it, and so I wanted to do it again, and that's it. So, why did you guys want to be on the show? Ricky?
I didn't actually. You asked me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And so there I am.
Yeah, you sent me a text this morning, and I
Uh-huh.
replied. And
And-
I was like, sure, I guess I'll do it.
And Mike?
Let's talk some Tekken. I don't know. Let's
Alright,
get down
see?
to this.
All right, that's the plan. All right, so here we go. So, of course, Tekken 7, early 2017, that was the plan. We always wanted to make a podcast once this game finally came out. So, you know, the launch, I think, has been pretty good so far. Like, you know, the netcode was kind of shaky in PS4, but everything else seems to be working. You know, it wasn't like Street Fighter 5 where they had the CFN issues, whatever. What do you guys think about the game so far? I'm going to start with you, Rickstah.
Damn.
Yeah, why is it always me?
Because you're the
You
one
gotta
I
mix
see.
it up sometime.
I will. Don't worry. I'm learning. This is my first day hosting.
Man,
here,
we got a newbie host over here. Doesn't know how to mix up the question.
The intros.
It's
Who knew
all
that
right.
Eris
It's
was
all right.
the best host, the most experienced?
He is. And then he left. He left.
He definitely left. Yeah, he didn't get left behind. He left
I
you
did.
guys behind. He left you guys behind, and you guys were like,
Jesus
"Hey,
Christ.
you want to come do this?"
What was the question again? I forgot because
Your thoughts on Tekken 7 since release?
the game's sick. I love it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy.
Mike?
Fucking early 2017.
Oh, man.
Everyone's in early 2017 except for Chet for some reason. That dude's coming to Wednesday Night Fights and he doesn't own the game. He just plays. Fuck
He's
it, whatever.
sponsored too.
Yeah, ITS boys.
How did that even
Don't
happen,
you
Mike?
You don't own the game.
Chet doesn't own the game.
No,
Oh.
Chet,
Yeah,
Chet, he
Chet
doesn't own the game.
Oh,
So he
okay.
gets blown up by fucking shitty rips Chloe, and then it's just like, whatever. Who cares?
Damn.
It's a pretty good Chloe.
No, it's shitty, but go on.
Yeah,
I was disgusted
Mike.
about that performance. That was a pretty terrible performance with the Chloe. Just
Dog.
low kick mid, low kick mid, low kick mid. And, all right. But for Tekken 7, oh my god, do I have a bone to pick with that game? The online mode matchmaking is terrible. I'm only playing on console version, so it's just been ass.
That's your problem.
That
It's
is
been
definitely your
ass.
problem, man. You are playing on the shittiest version, right? The PlayStation 4 version.
And there's like nobody to play over there. Like it's a dry wasteland. There's
Wow.
nothing there.
To be honest, I haven't played a lot on PS4, so I don't even really know. I've kind of I
Exactly.
tried on the first day, and I tried again like every Monday. I play with like people like player matches, but I never go on to ranked over there, so I have no idea how bad it actually is.
Let me say something though. I played yesterday on PS4 because the patch came out yesterday that Mike didn't know about, and so
He didn't.
I played against K30 actually, and the matches are pretty good. And it's infinite revenge match. So you can keep playing on and on and on, right? And so I felt kind of like a dick because he beat me like 2 games and I beat him 1 game, and then I had to go. So I win quit him after winning the last game. But I was like, if it's infinite revenge match, like all you can really do is you either have to win quit or lose quit, or you rank up. So at least that's cool. They finally were listening, and they put that in.
Well, were they
That's
actually
good.
listening? Let me ask you guys about this though, because the Infinite Revenge match. Obviously, people are gonna say it opens the doors for boosters, right? And I would have understood the Infinite Revenge match option in player match, because I think that's where everyone really wanted it. But have they even put that feature in? I haven't checked that out yet. Can you
I don't
just
It's
think
already
player
been
matches
there.
have it.
No, it was already there. Infinite player matches were already infinite.
No, but you had to go back to the lobby each time. You couldn't just instant rematch, right?
Well, there was never
No,
a revenge match to begin with in player
No,
mode.
for
So how
player
could they add
ma-
an infinite version?
No, lobby matches were different. Lobby matches, you have to go back to the lobby every time, but player matches, you just press instant rematch right there. Like it's
Gotcha.
online rank match, yeah.
Gotcha.
So they already had it for player match, but it's like, I don't know. I'd rather they take the Street Fighter 5 route and make it a first to 2 instead of the 1-1 and the salty run back and then, that's it.
Well,
but
but
I'd rather
currently-
have the first 2.
Right, but currently now they've changed it, right? So the ranked is Infinite Revenge match. So
Yeah.
it's no more salty 1-1. It's first to however many you want. Like, I just don't know if that was like even a good idea, or if like you think if it should have been 2 out of 3. What do you think about that, Sajam? The mix up.
I prefer 2 out of 3. First of all, I think Tekken is a great game. Thanks for asking me, Rip.
Yes.
Second,
You know what, man? I was gonna ask you, but then Rickstah started talking about this fucking patch. He went way off topic. I gotta learn to rein it in. Go on, Sajam. Tell me your thoughts on Tekken 7 and on this 2 out of 3 situation.
Yeah, I don't play on the console version because I like myself. I don't want to torture myself. It seems pretty shit. We played it when we did the recipe, the one that came out today. We were playing on it, and in like an hour, we got like 3 matches or something like that.
Yeah.
It was really bad. That's the only time I've ever played the PC version. It's because Gutex, with all the fucking cross-counter fortune they have, couldn't afford a goddamn computer that we could play on. For some reason, he was like, "You can't just play on the console, bro." And I was like, "All right, whatever, man." But yeah, the PC version is sick. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan. Yeah, the console version seems pretty whack. I wish it was 2 out of 3, to be honest with you, instead of Infinite. Like, I get the appeal of Infinite, but yeah, I like 2 out of 3 because KI did it 2 out of 3 ranked like forever ago, right? And then Street Fighter did it, and like I don't know, I think it's a good thing. The 1-1 thing never made any fucking sense. I thought that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like it doesn't make any sense. But the game's a lot of fun. It looks great. I think it's one of the best spectator fighting games, period. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy about it.
Cool, man. So, I mean, other than that, the balance patch that just came out, it went on to have some balance changes as well, right, Ricky?
Cool, man.
Cool, man. What else am I supposed to
100%
say?
Steve.
100% Steve, as you can imagine.
Man, the
Ricky-
fillers you have to do after asking a question. And
Dog,
going into the trying
this
to
shit is
segue
hard.
into the next
This is
thing.
hard.
All you can do is
You
say
can tell
cool,
he didn't hear a
man.
word I said. He was like, 100% Sajam.
All right, Rick. Tell us about this fucking balance patch, would you? Jesus Christ.
The
You guys make
balance.
this so hard.
I
Yeah, the
don't know
balance
anything about
changes.
the balance. I mean, they didn't even tell us any details, right? They're just like, some things are fixed, some things aren't. Figure it out and check out these infinite revenge matches. That's cool. So
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The way they phrased it in the goddamn patch notes is like I can't believe that's real. It was like we changed some characters in some ways and stuff. It's like the most vague way you can talk about character balance I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe that's a thing, right? Like they didn't give you any specifics. They're like, yeah, some characters are a little different now. We're not gonna tell you which ones or how, but trust us, some stuff changed. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like
I'd
what
rather
am I-
have the injustice notes and have like everything normalized. I'll take that over what we got.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely.
So I don't know what the deal is. I wish that there was actual values and like what they actually did and all that stuff, but you know, whatever. Also, there's a cursor on my face apparently, Rib. You should move that off my face.
Don't worry about it. I already took care of it.
All
But
right, cool.
you know, balance-wise, Tekken doesn't really have experience in this, right? All these other games, Street Fighter now, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, etc., Killer Instinct as well, they've had so many times where they've passed their game, they've released patch notes, people complained about it, then they went and they updated the way they did all that. Tekken's never really had to do that before. So now, since the arcade release, they've been trying to learn how to do that. They passed the arcade version a couple times, and they said, like, all right, now we have to, like, tell them about what actually changed. But the Tekken one right now for console, I feel like has been a little bit lacking. I feel like it came out just for Japanese audiences, and then the English guys were like, yeah, fuck it, they'll figure it out.
Wait, did they have the notes in Japanese but not English?
I haven't seen the English correct version. I've only seen like the half English version of the balance changes.
Google Translate version.
That's what it
Are you
looks like.
serious?
It definitely looks like some Google Translate shit, man. Most certainly
Oh my
Google
God.
Translate shit. But yeah, I mean, basically what I understood from the balance changes was they had Eddie's rage art no longer wall breaks and stuff. So that's gone. They made some nerfs, I think, or buffs to Kuma. I couldn't tell by the Google Translate. I couldn't. It was like he goes in a hunting bear stance. He does something. He's 1, 2, 3. He's like it fixed now for range or something. But overall, it's not super clear about any of it. The Eliza stuff looks like they took out her infinite, and it looks like they took out her infinite meter bug thing. So those are cool. It means that Evo wanted to deal with that, of course. Other than that, I think that was all the stuff for the Tekken 1.03 patch notes. Did I
Very
forget anything,
minor.
guys?
That sounds very minor.
Yeah, it sounds pretty small. It sounds like they were just cleaning stuff up for Evo.
Yeah, like glitches and bugs for Eliza mostly, and then it was just a ranking. Yeah,
well, I mean,
that's it.
Tekken's never really done like a big overhaul patch or anything like that.
They
right?
need to, man. There's so many glitches. There's still so many things that they haven't fixed yet. Like Fang's Core Circle Forward 1's been going under things since like 2004.
That's just a
and like,
function now, man. You gotta
oh my
deal with it.
god.
He's gonna
Hey,
go through your legs sometimes, and it's gonna happen. It's been happening since Tekken 5. You just gotta live with it now. Murata
man.
showcased that at CEO. He's like,
Mhm.
check out this function. Let me go through
Yes.
Shinblade's body real quick.
Crush function, bro.
Ever?
Yeah, it's
Look,
a crush
man, in the
function.
Used to
Capcom
it.
in the Capcom community, function means something different. So for a second there, I was really confused.
I
But
think that's exactly what Rickstah meant, actually.
yeah,
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yes, of
Okay,
course
good.
it is. Of course it is. So one more thing, Tekken-related news that's kind of pretty cool, pretty crazy, actually. I mean, it's expected. MYK, I don't think you know anything about this, but there is a frame data app for PC. So
Found out about this. I found
Yeah.
out about this about like 15 minutes ago.
fucking guy. So basically, I don't know who the author of this app thing is, but he's been updating it rapidly. So every time there's been like a minor update, or whatever, or people like complain about it or they suggest fixes to it, he's on top of it. It's basically, if you have the PC version, it lets you watch the frame data on your screen at the same time. It shows you like all the frames, right? It shows you the active frames, the starter frames, the recovery frames for your character and the character you're playing against as you do attacks.
So sick.
Yeah, it's super cool. There's some really interesting issues with it though. For example, like when he put out the first version, Law's single flip showed 0 on block, and I was like, okay, I know that's completely wrong. But then when I told him about it and he responded to me, he said something like, "This is very different from the rest of the moves in the game. It recovers in a state where he's like waiting for another action, essentially. So I think that's like the state where he's waiting for the second flip to come out or something." So I don't know. It's curious because
Maybe that, or the DFS or DSS canceled by holding back with it, or that.
that's
that crap.
no longer in the game.
Oh, it's gone?
No DSS
okay.
after single flip anymore. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting, and I think that the more time that these I don't want to call them hackers necessarily, but these useful tool makers are getting with the game, the more we're going to learn about it, right?
Maybe
And-
that's something that's left over from the older games that they forgot about. Maybe the DSS input's still there, but they just took that part out.
Ooh, could be. That could
Like
be.
how Nina's counter hit 1+4 is like less damage because the second hit doesn't spark. Like
that
it's the
just
older
got
games.
fixed. Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the fixes too.
That's one of the
Great,
fixes as well. It wasn't written that way, but I figured it out and I translated it in my head, and I'm pretty sure that's what they meant. So yeah, I mean, this whole patch system. I just hope that we get to learn more about Tekken from it, because we've always asked since Tekken 5, like, how does the crush system work? Like, is there actually like crush properties? Like, in Street Fighter, for example, like there's certain attacks that are low projectile invulnerable, low invulnerable or something, like low hitbox invulnerable. And when you watch the hitboxes, you see like the bottom hurt boxes literally disappear in those
But
instances.
we've had guys on like TZ for like a long time, like Noodles. Like he's been testing this stuff with like tool assisted stuff for years, like modded sticks and all that.
But that's just like the frames, right? So he's just trying to say like, within 4 frames you can get off the ground and crush or something. But it's not actually showing you whether the hurt box disappears on this attack or whether it will strictly beat these hurt boxes that do exist, etc. Do you know what I mean?
There's no like hitbox and
Deeper.
hurtbox data, right? For the
Right
game at
now,
all?
tool assisted, and I think some other people are also working on stuff that shows you the hit and hurt boxes. But
Whoa.
when I went to his chat, he streams on YouTube actually, and he was streaming it, and he basically was showing all the hurt boxes, and I asked him about the crush system, and he didn't know anything about Tekken, so he's like, explain to me the crush system, and I was trying to give him examples of stuff that would crush, but I think the way he has this coded is only showing the hurt boxes, so I'm like, there might be extra data that you're not showing that might show the crush boxes, you know what I mean? So it's still unclear, and I need to talk to someone, and hopefully over time we'll figure it out, because I think that would be still super cool. But yeah, anything else Tekken 7 related you guys thinking about that I'm missing here? Riggy? Mike? Steve?
I like how they're
What
still
about
adding
the new mode?
Yeah.
Yes, Tekken Bowling. Tekken Bowling.
right?
It's called like Ultimate Tekken Bowl or something, right? It just got announced today. They had a sick trailer. Harada was in it. And
That was so funny. I was
right?
like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
he came in
Didn't
walking.
they
He's
also
like,
have the accolades trailer too?
It was like the strangest trailer I've ever seen. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm kind of about it, I was like, all right.
Editing like double
He
bowling.
throws 2 at once, and then it like cuts to a new shot where it's like a strike, and I'm like, all right, Harada, I see you.
it was a double strike too, man. Yeah, Harada's he's got some
Strike?
bowling
I was
skills.
like, yeah. This fool's good at bowling. All right.
I actually was wondering like if he's like a big bowling fan and that's the whole reason that Tekken Bowl got introduced in Tag 1. Does anybody know?
I mean, I've known Harada for years now.
Yeah.
I've read Harada's blog. He's
Look,
always
man.
talking about bowling and
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys are on
surprised
Twitter.
in,
Shit, I don't know.
Like Tekken bowling, like what game was that even in? I have no idea.
Tag
Tag
1.
Oh shit, so it's old.
Yeah, it's super old. So Tekken 3
I
had
like
Tekken
ball
Ball.
better though, man.
I
Ball's
prefer
a-
Ball as well. And Ball
Yeah.
was in the Tag
you guys
2
would prefer
Wii U
balls
version.
as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean like
Yeah.
they're all with balls, so it's like we don't lose either way, right? Think about it.
Yeah, right on, Mike. Definitely, you're all about the balls. And Tekken Bowling is coming out. When is it coming out? August? That's next month, right? And it's the first game mode that they're releasing as part of the season pass with the DLC. So
Oh shit, it's a season pass thing. Okay.
that's how it works, right? So if you guys bought, I believe it's the deluxe edition. It came with the season pass. I think that's how that was. I'm pretty sure that's what that was, right?
It
So
was digital only, yeah, with the deluxe pass.
yeah, so you got all the metallic costumes, you got the game modes, and you get the guest characters who have not been revealed or announced yet. So Tekken Bowl is coming. The big question I have is whether or not it's going to have online play, because that's something that didn't exist for
Oh.
Tekken Bowling before, right? And does anyone know if Tekken Ball and the Wii U had online play?
MYK, you seem like you own trash consoles. Did you happen to? No, you didn't have it. All right.
I did not play Smash or
The only person that I know that ever owned a fucking PU was BL.
Yeah, I knew it. Jesus Christ.
He's the only one. The only reason why he owned it was because he won that the WAC
Tekken
Tekken
Ball
Ball
champ,
tournament at
right?
SCR.
Tekken Ball champ.
He's the Tekken Ball
No,
champ.
he's
of
not the
SCR.
Tekken Ball champ.
He's the current Tekken Ball champ. There's been no
The
other
one
one.
throw hop
Are you
kick
kidding me?
infinite?
I beat him after he won that stupid thing.
I fucking remember that actually.
What?
That's sick.
When did you
I
beat
was
him, Rick?
at Super Arcade doing something. I don't even remember. There was something else that day, and I remember Rickstah beating him.
Yeah,
Damn.
I am the champ. Although, let's be honest, I've gotten, I haven't reaped the benefits of being the original champ like everyone else has. It sucks. Fucking Jackie Tran was the worst fucking Tekken Ball player I've ever seen, and he won a dope ass trophy
He did.
at Combo Breaker. Fucking Beal, worst fucking Tekken Ball player I've ever seen, playing some PU whack ass version, and he wins the system. I fucking win the first ever tournament, and I got a
You fucked up,
envelope
man.
with $25 and a picture with that black dude that ran fucking Revelation.
What's his name? John Nelson? Is that what that was?
Yeah, something like that.
You
That's
got a
why
picture?
that's why I called him Black Dude, because I forgot his name.
You
But-
won it too early, man. Before 2009, before
yeah,
the
it's fucked
streams.
up. It's like being the UFC 1 champ. No one remembers anymore.
No one gives a shit,
Fucking-
man.
No respect, these kids.
You won the 1984 Olympics, and no one gives a shit, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. That
Fucking-
sucks, man.
That envelope didn't even write my name right. It was just like first place, Rickstah. Good shit.
Good old Rickstah,
Fuck.
the first Tekken Ball champ when no one cared. Damn.
I said I had $25.
Good shit, man. $25. That probably paid half of your registration fee to John Nelson.
I don't even think so.
Damn.
I think he owes me money somehow.
He's probably right. All right, cool. So that wraps up all the Tekken 7 stuff, right? We got the Tekken Bowl out of the way, Tekken 1.03 balance notes, Eliza Bug got patched, frame data after PC is awesome. Anything else I'm missing substantially from Tekken 7's release?
Unless you want to go straight into Evo, or you want to hold off on that. It's up to you. Or you want to talk about tournament results?
Here.
Yeah, let's talk about the recent tournament results before we get to Evo. Evo, of course, is coming up next week. We'll get to that in a second. But the last major event that happened was Tiger Uppercut. So man, can I show them the screen? Dude, it's gonna be sick. Hold on. No, I
You're
can't.
gonna break
I'm
everything.
definitely
Here
gonna
we
break
go.
some shit. All right, forget. Oh wait, yeah.
You have to learn on the fly.
All right,
bitch.
we're gonna do it right now. Check this out. Boom! Tiger Uppercut just happened. First and
Where the
second
fuck
of
did I
July.
go?
Just disappeared from
This
the
is
screen.
the Tekken World
Whenever you
Tour
do this.
screen, man.
What the fuck?
Sajam stop speaking.
I just got cut.
It's okay, man. You'll be back later. You'll be back later. So, CEO was awesome. I made top 8. It was a good event. Tiger Uppercut. Ricky, you want to talk about Tiger Uppercut a little bit? Let people know what happened in that top 8?
Yeah, JDCR fucked up everybody, including Nobi, who got second. Saint got third, and the bunch of other guys. Book did well, although he's not coming to Evo, so he's not as important as the rest of the people.
Yeah, I saw JD made the top 8 there, too.
Yeah, JD got 5th. He beat you, actually, to make top 8, I believe.
No kidding.
Kudo and Tanukana rounded out the rest of it, and someone else, Arens, I think, was the last guy.
He was the Eddie player.
So all the Japanese and Korean players that were in that top 8 are going to Evo. And they're actually going to another tournament this weekend where Markman and Steve, Spooky, and Giuna are at, which is
Rev
called
Major.
Rev Major.
Right, that's in Manila in the Philippines this weekend. That's, I guess, the next big Tekken tournament. You want to talk a little bit about that? Actually, I wasn't even thinking about that one.
All I know about it is that it is one of the biggest tournaments it's a master tournament, so it means they get hella points for doing whatever over there. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people going to that tournament from Japan that are also going to Evo too, so
Well,
they're
so
taking it seriously.
Yeah, they're very busy is essentially what that means, right? And I mean, you've talked about it a little bit, and to be honest, I don't really understand it, Rick, but you were saying that it's really hard for the Asian players to qualify for the Tekken World Tour finals, right?
It's not hard, but it's more or less the Japanese players have shown, with their past history that they don't travel much, right? They don't usually go to tournaments outside of Japan. The majority of the Asian tournaments are all outside of Japan. There's one tournament, I think, in Japan. I think there's one tournament basically in every major region of, wherever that Asian thing, takes place at. But
Sure. There's Thailand, there's Indonesia, Singapore, there's even, I think, Australia and New Zealand.
yeah, so like for me, I was thinking like, well, obviously JDC are insane. You know, they got a nice sponsor. You know, so they're gonna be going to every tournament. But the Japanese players normally they usually stay in Japan. So, but now you see, you know, Nobi, Takeu, those guys, as well as Tanukana, they're actually traveling to these tournaments. So they're taking this seriously too. So, you know, it's not necessarily that it's harder for them. It's just more traveling that they haven't done before.
Yeah, you know, when I was watching Tiger Uppercut, I noticed that it seems like their tournaments aren't as, I don't know, as polished as the American tournaments have become. I feel like, you know, tournaments, even though final round was like super shitty the previous year, I feel like this year final round cleaned up their act, right? CEOs runs great, Combo Breaker runs great, Evo runs great. Every tournament here seems to run pretty good now, but I felt like Tiger Uppercut, it looked like they had some issues there. And Sajam, you know, you can talk about the top 8 of Street Fighter V there, but I heard that there were issues there as well, right?
Issues? You're so esports. Yeah, the fucking monitors were blacking out on the stage.
Oh damn! I'm too fucking esports. Yeah, I just want monitors that don't black out.
So fucking esports, dude. The screen was showing no signal on the stream, and I was like, well, that's unfortunate, right? And then like the players were like, yeah, we're seeing the same thing. It's popping up no signal in the middle of the match. Like the monitors are just blacking out on the stage. They have like a head-to-head setup. And so, like, you can see Shen was playing, like, RB or something, right? And they're walking around, and, like, some shit happens, and then it goes no signal, and it comes back. And you know when there's lag online, and you sit at full screen, and you whiff jab to be like, oh, is this working? They were doing that. Like, it went no signal, and then they went back to full screen, and Shen's, like, whiffing jab, like, can you see the screen? I think I can see the screen. Like, I don't know what's happening, right? Like, I was like, oh, fuck. So I'm watching this shit, and I was like, oh, my God, what's happening? Like, the monitors are just blacking out in the middle of the set. That's rough. Like, I was like, oh, shit, it's getting too serious. Like, man, I was like, that's rough. Street Fighter there was really great. The monitors were blacked out a lot.
Yeah.
Shen won the tournament. I don't know if a lot of you guys saw it. Oil King was playing super good. He was actually in Winterside Grand Finals, and he is a Taiwanese player. I don't know if a lot of people know. He plays Rashid. He's super good. Doger got 3rd place randomly. He like lost in Guilty Gear, and he got 3rd place in Street Fighter somehow.
He'll make top 8 in Tekken this year too somehow.
That's gonna be tight.
We'll just fuck it. Why not? Make it the trifecta.
Guys,
Tokido got kind of fucked by Daigo. Pretty bad in top 8. He got 7th. The birdie player from Japan, Daikokugo, got 7th. And then Daigo and Bonchan got 5th. Bonchan has actually made top 8 at every tournament he's played in since he won Coliseum. So it's been like 2 months of constant top 8s with Nash. He actually has the 3rd or 4th most CPT points right now, which is crazy. Kazunoko got 4th, Dogra 3rd, Oil King 2nd, and Shen got 1st. It was a pretty good tournament, honestly. Like all the VODs are up on some jank-ass YouTube channel that I watched it on later, because the stream itself was so bad. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna check this out later. I watched Tekken there though. Tekken was dope.
Yeah, I heard the same thing though about, you know, the VODs were like super shit. So all the jank YouTube channels is where you have to get the top 8, which is where I watched the top 8 of Tiger Uppercut for Tekken as well. But you know, really quick, you know, you mentioned Bonchan doing really well with Nash. You know, it just reminds me like of just about the negativity, I want to say, in the Capcom scene right now.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's insane, right? And I mean, I go back to the end of season 1 or when season 2 was first starting, and Infiltration comes out. It's like, oh man, fucking Nash's legs got cut off or whatever. And then, you know, Nash the character didn't get significant buffs after that, but Bonchan is still fucking doing work with him, right?
Yeah.
So what's the issue here, man? Like, is just everyone a bunch of idiots, or
dude, it's like
point?
I feel like it's like the Tekken syndrome. With Tekken, like when I picked up Steve in DR, I was like, why are you playing Steve? He sucks in this game. It's like, oh, he was good in the last game. It's like, I don't care. I never played the last game. How would I know? So it's just like, this person maybe never even played him in the first season. So it's like he picks it up second season, looks at it from a fresh perspective, and then you're not looking at him like he's decapitated legs, limbs all over the place. And it's like, you'll be fine.
Decapitated legs.
You'll be fine.
Well, that is what Infiltration said, right? Not decapitated legs, but the legs were taken away.
Yeah, I mean, the character's definitely worse. The character's worse. But, yeah, I think it's like one of those things where a lot of people are just jumping on the hate bandwagon. Like, it's just wild, right? Like, everybody is being so negative about everything. And then Bonchan, he's being negative. He said that the people who designed Balrog were, like, I don't even remember. Well, he said they were like school children or something like that.
Yeah,
He said they were
right.
like, he said they were literal school children, and like whoever designed them was actually an idiot and like not smart at all. Like he said all that shit, right? Like he was saying all that, but he's putting in the time and effort and making it count. Infiltration has jumped to like, oh, did he say they were retarded? I don't remember what it was, but somebody in the chat says he said that, but. He said like he talked a hella shit on them, but he was putting in the time and effort. That's crazy. I can't believe he said that. What a fucking guy. That's hilarious. What's it called? Yeah, like but he's putting in the time and effort and making it work. Infiltration has jumped to like 50 different characters, you know, and like he keeps coming back, and now he's playing more Nash again, which is the funny part because
Right.
Bonchan is doing good with him.
That's what I
But,
noticed.
yeah, I mean, all the negativity is wild because like I was watching. Do you guys know who Jobin is? The Ryu player.
Oh yeah, he's a sick one. He does all the sick parries.
He's a Ryu player from Street Fighter 4 who plays like a fucking Neanderthal. Like he just takes his goddamn joystick and he like paints on the wall with it like a caveman. He's fucking he's like a moron, right? But he's like the best player to watch. He's so funny. And like I was watching that compilation and then in the comments someone was like, "Man, Jobin went full Street Fighter 5 before Street Fighter 5 was a thing." And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? You're so stupid. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because if you've ever watched Jobin play, like, he plays like an idiot, but he did it in Street Fighter 4. It's just like, they said that, what's it called? He was a moron back then, and he's still a moron now. But that has nothing to do with Street Fighter 5 being a crazy game. I was like, you guys are just so stupid. I think everybody is just real negative for no reason. Or, I mean, for reasons. I mean,
Yeah, there are
Capcom's
plenty of reasons.
Yeah, there's definitely reasons. Have you seen... You've seen their faces. Don't look directly into their eyes. You might not make it back, but
There are a few of the faces floating around there.
faces is fucking rough, but yeah, it's great. I don't know.
Everyone's fucking blonde in that game. What the hell?
Yeah.
Fucking put some black hair on someone. For
That's what I'm
Christ's sake.
talking about.
Put some black hair in someone. That's what we need.
Jesus.
It's the fix that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
but of
Steve
course.
Fox in there too. Like, what is going on?
Oh yeah, the last two DLC characters have been blonde too. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Wait, isn't there who is the was it Punk who said that he likes blonde characters?
No, it's K-Brad.
K-Brad, that's the one.
Punk said you're a chicken killer. That's what he said.
He did
said-
say that to me. He
he
called
said you
me a
were-
chicken killer because I was outside of Wednesday Night Fights at Okamoto Kitchen, and I had this plastic fork and I was eating some chicken, and the damn fork broke off in the chicken, so I didn't know what the pieces of plastic were. So I scooped this piece of chicken out, and Punk saw me, and his eyes just like lit up and like disgust on his face. He's like, "You a chicken killer?" And I was like, "Yo, bro, what?"
Why you throw that piece of chicken away? That was perfectly good. You a
He would've
chicken
probably-
killer.
He's a big fried chicken fan. I'm a big fried chicken fan too, so I don't blame
You know,
him.
but also Marn was there too, and Marn was definitely the one that looked at that like that the tears were about to roll down his face. He was feeling that one.
Now Martin's
Man.
about to grab it out of the trash can.
That fool's wild, man.
All of them are wild. All of them are wild.
Yeah,
let's
Punk
move on,
at
man.
CEO was man, that was
I saw.
something.
Wait. What happened to CEO? Because I remember walking by you in a hallway, and I remember Punk starting shit with me, and I was like, "What's happening right now?" And then
Punk-
you had to pull him away.
I was walking down the hall, minding my own business at CEO, and he was in a certain condition that at
Right.
the age of 18 you're not allowed to be in.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, he was in a certain state, and I was like, oh shit. And I tried to avoid him because I didn't want to be involved in that. But he saw me, and he said, yo, that's my dude Sajam. And the word dude was replaced with a different word, you know, that I can't. And I was like, oh shit. And he fucking comes up to me, and some random guy just dropped him on my arms, like, flung his arm over my shoulder and was like, he's yours, and just walked away. And I was like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna do, right? So I just like, am like, I have Punk, and I'm like, fuck, all right. So I walk, and I was like, I gotta find someone to give this guy to. So I was like walking, and we ran into Rip, and then he goes, yo, that's my, again, he said a different word than dude, but he's like, yo, that's my dude Rip, and
Yeah.
he just goes, fucking boom,
Boom!
and Rip just. And Rip is like, you know, he's like fucking paper mache. He just flew backwards, and I was like, oh shit, that's not good. And then Rip's like, hey man, and just hits him back.
That's what do you expect me to do, man?
I was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Like, there's ninja daggers flying everywhere.
Right.
I'm trying to duck and avoid them. It's just wild. So I dropped them off with Justin and K-Brad and somebody else, and then he was yelling later to JDCR and Saint about how Neo was his homie.
Oh yeah.
It was fucking crazy. It was like some wild shit. So yeah, I don't know.
Punk is the savior of Street Fighter V, in my opinion, man. People can talk all the shit they want about Street Fighter V, but because Street Fighter V we have Punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The funniest thing was him telling JDCR that Nee was his homie. He was like, "That's my homie. That's my dude right there."
And he was asking if he could beat him, right?
He was. He was like, "Can you beat Nee?" And JDCR was like, "Nah, he's too good." And he was like, "That's because he's the best. Nee is the best." And then he saw Saint, and he was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Me? I'm just a Korean." And like, I was like, "That's Punko," and he's like, "That's Punko?" And I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god.
He says it like, nah, he's not fat enough or something. You know? Like,
Yo, he said, "That's not Punko. He's not fat enough." And I was like, "I don't know that anymore."
Punk is the best. Punk is the best. You know, everyone talks a lot of shit about Street Fighter V, but we're going to take a look at these EVO numbers right now. And let's take a look at these EVO registration numbers. EVO's coming up next week. Here are the registration numbers. As you see on screen, Street Fighter V, the bottom row is what you want to look at. These are the 2017 registration numbers. Street Fighter V in the lead. 2,622 people registered for it. Second place, Melee with 1435. And Tekken 7 in third place with 1,278.
You skipped
You
Smash
skipped the other
4, dog.
Smash game, bro.
I don't even see it on here, dude. Oh, it's
There's
right
like
next to it.
Melee.
There's too many guesses,
Look,
bro.
man.
You gotta get all your guesses in a row.
You might be right about that. I don't know where Sajam's voice is coming from right now, but basically I was just looking at the
God
green
damn it.
things. I was looking at the green things, all right?
The voice of God is just telling you what to look at the fucking numbers.
Well done, Sajam. Yeah, okay, fine. Tekken might be in fourth place, but you know, you put the Smash games together and they're tied for second, all right? So Tekken's in third. That's a pretty good showing. And I don't think you guys can see it on screen, but Injustice has 883 all the way to the far right, which is pretty darn good. The last time Injustice was at EVO was 2014, and it had 313 entrants. And the max they ever had was the first year where they had 583. So it's 300 more. It's like a 50, 60% increase. If we look at even Tekken 7's numbers, you know, Tekken has been at EVO since 2015, right? But it started at 465, went up to 550, and this year it's at 1278. So yeah, it's pretty insane, the jump in numbers. Your thoughts on that, Mike?
I think, you know, honestly, with everything that's been with Tekken so far, it's been like a community effort. Harada, you know, Michael Murray got involved. They were like, how do we blow this up? You know, we see all these people working, you know, trying to explode the game. And it seems like everybody got involved and everybody was like, okay, let's make it big. Let's do it for Tekken. And then this was like their grand slam attempt at a fighting game for Tekken. So it seems like this was definitely the goal. And congratulations to them. It seems like we're making it. It seems like, you know, more than double than last year. So we're definitely doing good. So
Yeah, it's a huge jump. Ricky, your thoughts on the registration numbers for Tekken?
I'm honestly surprised. I don't really think it was gonna get more than like 700, you know. But I think a lot of it has to do with the good timing of the game, as well as the great timing of how everyone's shitting on Street Fighter. It's crazy. It's just like everything is kind of, you know, just like, you know, when I first heard that Tekken was coming out after Injustice, my initial thought was that's terrible, right? Because, you know, it's the last game, you know, it's coming out later than Injustice, so everyone's gonna be playing Injustice. Injustice had no footprint on the Tekken, like in terms of like the players, right? And feels like both ways too. No one that plays Tekken played Injustice and vice versa. So like those two kind of stayed separate, but it was like the outsiders kind of looked at both of them, and I felt like more people jumped over to Tekken than they did Injustice. And from like there's another stat somewhere where they say like the crossover between players, right? Between like who entered more, that. Like, you know, the big numbers, and it's like the most is between Street Fighter and Tekken. You have those crossover is the biggest out of them all.
Yeah, and you know,
I think that's kind of telling to see like how many Street Fighter players are actually really trying to pick up Tekken.
Yeah,
or vice versa, really.
As for me, I loved Injustice 1, but like I didn't even pick up Injustice 2 because it was only like a month apart from Tekken. So I was just like, I'll just save my money and save it on Tekken, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, and even the same thing for me. You know, I loved Injustice 1. I played the beta of Injustice 2. I was looking forward to it when I saw more of the trailers, because when I played the beta of Injustice 2, I wasn't really into it. The characters I felt were too much Injustice 1. But then whenever I saw the trailers, I was like, oh, Swamp Thing looks badass, and, you know, Scarecrow looks badass. And so finally I got the game, I played it a little bit, and then all it was just Deadshot shooting people and stuff, and it's like, it was a turnoff, right? But I still like the game. I still enjoy playing it, right? I still like Superman. He's basically the same character, even though I wish they had changed him. But for whatever reason, I feel like it came out, it launched, and I was super terrified about Tekken following it up, and then it just disappeared. It was out for like 2 weeks.
It's just like me.
It's just like Sajam right now on the screen. But while we're on the screen, before I go back to Sajam's face,
Can I point something out?
Sure.
Down on the bottom right, it says "Stay tuned." Podcast most Thursday.
Hey man,
First off, stay tuned. Wait, is there another show coming on after us? Like, what
Stay
the hell?
tuned,
Why
Ricky.
are you shilling for another show, man?
bro,
Fucking
you gotta
shill.
stay tuned. All right. If you guys are new in the channel, click the follow button already, because you better stay tuned. Most Thursday. There's not even an S there, Ricky. Did you point that S out? Fuck. This Thursday.
Most Thursday.
Look, what I was trying to say here.
Figure
All right.
critique me properly, Ricky.
Yeah. There's
Well, I said no Thursday, but whatever.
No Thursday.
Here is a
He was
special
too busy
graph.
cutting my goddamn face out with a fucking type of the ass.
Someone had to cut out your face.
Carving it out with a fucking knife.
The funny thing is, the other screen says most Thursday, and then this got rid of both S's.
I know.
Fuck one of them. We don't even
Look.
need both of them.
It's episode 1, you bitches. Shut up, all right? Shut up. Unique entrants per game. I thought this was a fairly interesting thing, right? Tekken has 1,279 total entrants, but it's only got 414 uniques. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty low unique percentage, right? Whereas Melee has 72% are unique, 64% for Smash, and 46% for Street Fighter.
I wonder
but
why
that-
Smash is always at Evo.
Yeah, you wonder why
Yeah.
Smash is always at Evo. There's literally, it's 8 people shy of 2,000 unique Smash players. Times that by $50 registration fee, 2,000 times 50 is like, what is that, like $100,000 in registration fees? I didn't know if my
Yeah, you
math's
gotta
right.
imagine that half of those people are coming with at least their mom because they're underage, so they can't be in Vegas by
You're right.
themselves. So that's another extra 50. That's money, man.
Making
Damn.
the bank.
Yeah.
And the hotel lobby deodorant sales, like Evo probably gets a cut of that. That's insane.
Wow.
No, there is no sales. You talking?
There's no
kidding.
sales.
You're probably right. You're right. You're right. Damn, I didn't even think about that. I was wrong the whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on. We got the registration numbers for Tekken look amazing. Overall, what do you guys think about the huge drop in Street Fighter V numbers? Right? I mean, I talked about it briefly, but it went from 5,100 last year to 2,600 this year. Sajam, you are a resident Street Fighter V god. Tell us about why this game dropped in half in terms of entrants.
I get all the fucking bad news. It's like, well, 20.
Hey, man,
20
it's the
people
game you
died
chose
in a
to rep,
bombing
alright?
today, Sajam. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Sajam, Street Fighter V's Evo registration numbers
we're the
got
traffic
bombed.
and weather over here. We only talk about good, bright skies and free flowing traffic.
And today, I was like, what the fuck? I'm an Injustice player. The Injustice numbers look great. No, I think the number drop is pretty much exactly what I expected, to be honest. Like, we were talking about it a while ago, and I thought that this year Street Fighter would have, like, maybe 2,500 to 3,000 is what I
was
expected.
thinking 3,000.
I said that I didn't think it would hit 3,000.
Yeah,
I
remember
thought
that.
it would be much slower. I thought the jump would be big when the game came out. Like, it would have a big boom and then drop. The number where it's at is probably what I expected it to be. Like, after... Because I think last year, it wasn't like 5,000 was, like, supposed to happen. Like,
Yeah.
that was just fucking wild. Like, nobody expected that to happen. It's sort of unprecedented, right? If you look at the growth from year to year to year to year,
Right.
like, it's kind of similar. It's like last year, if you just don't look at last year, then the growth looks normal. It's just this year, or the last year was fucking crazy. But I don't know. Like, the fact that neither of the Smash games got close to Street Fighter sort of surprised me.
Right. That was very surprising.
Yeah, the way people talk about Street Fighter 5, it's like it's the worst thing of all. Oh, I'm gone. Fuck.
No,
it's
keep
like
talking,
it's the
though.
worst thing. It's like it's the worst thing of all time, right? Like, people talk about Street Fighter 5 as the worst thing of all time, and like no one likes it. And a lot of people say that people only play it for the money, but like 8 people are gonna make money. There's 2,600 people, more than any other game. It's like crazy how many people are signed up for Street Fighter, right? It's like, yeah, it's wild. I can't believe it. It's a huge number still. It definitely sucks, and Capcom dropped the ball and not keeping as many of those 5,000s as they could. But yeah, I think the number's about what I expected, to be honest.
Let me go through some of these numbers with you guys. All right, so 2015 is the last year of Street Fighter 4, right? And this is when it was still growing, right? So it started at 1,500, grew up to 2,200. You can see year-over-year growth was like not gigantic jumps, right? But when Street Fighter 5 came out, it more than doubled to 5,000. But if you erase last year, you can see, like Sajam mentioned, it just went from 2,200 in 2015 to 2,600 now. So that's still like a 400 player increase than we had in Street Fighter 4 2 years ago. Meanwhile, if you look at Smash, when Smash was first introduced here, Smash 4, I should say, in 2015, right? That was the big year for Smash. You can see it was like 2,200 for Street Fighter 4, 1,800 and 1,900 for Melee and Smash. That was like kind of their big year, but then it got even bigger. So both Smash games grew in 2016 when Street Fighter 5 grew. So Street Fighter 5 went to 5,000, and Melee went to 2,300, and Smash went to 2,600. But now the Smash games have this huge drop, and I don't even know what that's really about. Does anyone have an idea? Because I mean, the Smash games huge drop, and Street Fighter as well. Are those related drops or what?
No, so Smash has a ton of their own events that are gaining numbers, and their numbers are great for their unique events, but a lot of them are really pissed at Evo because Evo runs like hella games, and the other Smash events run Smash.
Just Smash.
So like,
right.
Yeah, so it's much easier for them to run it, and they run like 3 out of 5 like the whole way through and shit, right? And like these tournaments have 2 out of 3 because Smash takes a long time if it's 3 out of 5. So a lot of people are pissed about it, and it's also like they have so many events, Smash people, that like they don't want to go to Evo when it's more expensive than a lot of their events, and it's not 3 out of 5. So like, why pay more money to go to Evo when it's not like your chances probably aren't as good because of not lack of 3 out of 5 or whatever, right? And it's more expensive to go to an event that's not all Smash related, like your game doesn't get the shine you want. Mm-hmm. So I get that, but yeah, I don't know. The drop is bigger than I expected it to be.
It's substantial for both games. Both games lost like 900 to 1,000 players basically. From last year, which is huge. And my question is, I understand that Smash has other events and maybe the rule set isn't the best, whatever. But is this still the biggest Smash tournament in the country? Like, do the other ones like Big House, etc., do they have 1,400, 1,500 people signed up? Like, I don't feel like that's the case.
I don't know. That's a good
question.
question.
There's probably not. They get no crossover there either. I'm sure there's some crossover here with like some dude that's like super casual, but he's mainly a Street Fighter player, and he's like, well, I don't just Smash 2 because I played that with my little sister once, so why not, right? You got a bunch of those guys.
Didn't Smash 4 come out in like 2015 or 14, somewhere around there? So it was still a new game, so the numbers were bound to get up, right? So it's like I feel like it reached that peak, and now it's just slowly falling down.
So
yeah, but what's Melee's excuse? Because that shit came out in like 2000.
That show will never die. I don't know. That's just like a cancer. You can't get rid of it.
I'm looking at Jesus. I'm looking at Genesis.
Yeah.
Genesis was in January. Is this year? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Or is this last year?
Probably. Well, okay, either or.
It has 1,600 entrants.
Holy shit.
Melee.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, right? So is that more than Evo or less than Evo?
That's more. Yeah, Evo this year has 1,400 for Melee and 1,500 for Smash.
Right.
So 1,600 for either game is huge.
Yeah, so that's what Genesis has. What was the other event you said? The Big House?
Yeah, Big House. I mean, those are kind of the biggest Smash events that come to my mind. I might be missing something. I know there are others. I used to be an FGC manager for Smash players.
Yeah, what the hey man, Alex Myers is with Temple Storm. What the fuck is that?
Shout
you?
out, man, to Alex Myers on Temple Storm.
Myers.
Is that your doing?
Bullshit, man.
Temple Storm.
Bullshit. How is he sponsored and not me? And I know you.
He's
Where's my
tall.
connection?
I like tall people, Ricky.
I'm trying to get this one-way track to what's her name? Your Chinese Hearthstone player.
Oh,
Starts with
Eloise.
Eloise,
yes,
yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, I've been trying to get that connection. This dude's been dropping the ball over here.
She likes tall white guys, Ricky. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Can't blame her.
Yeah. You're not even that tall.
Tall enough.
Tall enough.
Average height is shorter. If you think about it, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll work out. It'll work out. She seems kind of tall, though, right? Rick?
All right, don't say
never
that.
stopped me.
I never stopped you before.
Ricky doesn't really have a choice.
Never stopped me from asking Rick.
Oh, God. All right. So that about wraps up like the EVO registration number stuff, right? But, of course, this year there's also huge international competition coming to EVO. So I'm going to start with Sajam, actually, to go over some of the international competition numbers or international competitors, I should say, for Street Fighter 5.
It's a fucking pop quiz? Oh, shit.
Pop quiz, Sajam!
Jesus Christ.
All right, hey, if you need a second, I can go to Ricky for Tekken 7 first.
I can talk about, so Street Fighter, you guys are probably pretty familiar if you follow the game at all. about a lot of the players that are coming. So if you guys don't know how they did the seating for the event, they
We
seeded
lost
it.
Ricky. Go on.
What happened?
He fucking fell out of his chair. He's trying to find Eloise. Go on.
What the fuck happened to Rickstah? Oh shit, he's gone. All right, well,
Stabbed
fucking
out of there.
fucking rolled out. All right, well, yeah, there's a lot of really good players coming, and there's some hidden fucking secret bosses in these brackets that people might not know about. So you know about all the normal Japanese player, right? You guys know like all the people like Haitani and Daigo and Tokido and Bonchan and all those people, right? Like you know about the normal stuff, but there's people in here that are like hidden secret bosses that are super talented Japanese players and Korean players that people might not know about. Like in the most recent online CPT tournament, which like all the Japanese players entered, MYK's Rashid got second place, and MYK is a master ranked Rashid player online, and he is super good. He's in the same pool with a master ranked Give player from Japan that's like also just coming to Evo, and I don't think a lot of people knew about him. So I think that's going to be pretty good too. There's just some random like killers in the bracket that like everybody should be worried about. Let me see what the Geef player's name is, but yeah, I think MYK could definitely upset some people.
So you said basically a Rashid and a Zangief. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, a Japanese Rashid and a Japanese Zangief who are very good. Both of them are really strong players. But in general, like everybody comes to Evo, right? You know, it's Street Fighter. The Street Fighter pros that don't have problems traveling. Like you mentioned that a lot of the Japanese Tekken players don't travel to events. But yeah, like that's not a problem for Street Fighter, right? It's like fucking CPT, so everybody travels to everything. It's going to be a really good event. I think that a lot of people have been asking me who I think the favorites are to take the tournament. I still think that I have like a top four, which is probably
top four to take the whole tournament for Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, the four
That's
favorites.
insane. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I think the four favorites are probably Shen, Punk, NuckleDu, and maybe Snake, based on how he's playing lately. But I think Snake Eyes is I think he'll run into some bad matchups, to be honest with you. So, but those are probably the favorites based on recent results. I think Fudo will have a good showing since he always does, and then Bonchan has been he's been top 8 at every event.
All right, we'll get to predictions in a second, but just as far as other surprise known or unknown players that you think might make it a run at Evo, other than the Zangief and the Rashid you just mentioned?
I mean, he's no surprise, but you can never sleep on Smug. You can't sleep on a lot of people are talking about Nemo. Yeah, Nemo has a good chance too, I think. I think that
that's gonna be sick.
Urian is not as powerful this patch. I think that like when he won our Red Bull Kumite, it was right before the patch that nerfed Urian a little bit. And he's been struggling a little bit more lately. Like, he's been playing bad or anything, but it's just a little bit harder, you know? So, yeah, I think Nemo will do well, for sure. Nemo, like, every time he comes to Evo, I feel like now he always gets top 8, right? Like, he got it in the last year of Street Fighter 4. He got it with Vega in Street Fighter 5 in Season 1, like a fucking crazy person. And now he's playing Urian, who's definitely a better character. So, yeah, he'll be in good shape.
I am looking forward to Nemo just because, people have talked about Urian so much, but we haven't seen it in America, right? And that's the reason. I feel like he's the only reason the character got nerfed, really. So it's going to be nice to finally see him in an American tournament. And, of course, Evo, it's the biggest one, right? So it's
only be Jimmy just played freaking Urian again. Come on, man. Where's Jimmy?
Jimmy does play Urian. He just doesn't enter tournaments, and he doesn't go outside of his house a whole lot, right? We're talking about Mr. Naps, of course.
He's just on Bronson's stream getting like 30 streaks on all the U.S. players who do well at tournaments.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, he's pretty good at the game. He's pretty good at the game. And he will be at Evo as well. Ricky, or Mike, you want to try taking on this international challenge for Tekken?
For Tekken?
Yeah,
oh my goodness. I don't even know the list.
That's what I thought. Ricky, with the hand up, he's like, don't even try, Mike. Tell us about these international competitors.
Calm down. People here are prepared. Grown-ups over here.
Podcast veteran
Where
Rickstah.
do we begin?
Where do we begin? Let's start with Japanese, Ricky.
There is a ton of Japanese players.
Yes.
Now let's get the big names out of the way. Tanukana, she's going. She got seeded number 1 for some reason.
Let's go.
Fuck if I know. You also got.
Did you say fucker if I know?
Take, Yu, and Nobi, the big 3, the Yamasa boys, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about the lesser known Japanese players. So number 1, I would say Jonah. He's a Nina player from Japan, fairly high ranked, and first time coming to Evo. So it's interesting to see how a Nina player will do, because I don't think there's really been any like noticeable top level Nina players.
No.
So that'll be interesting. Nishi, another high ranked Japanese Fang player. Most of these players, they don't have great tournament results either. So like a lot of them are like deathmatch kind of players. You'll find them like on Shooty stream or something like that. But they're all coming out to this tournament. Chikurin's probably the one that I think most people will recognize as a tournament player. He's a Jin player. He streams a ton too.
And he's in Running Black's pool.
Same pool.
Yeah, he's in Running Black's pool. So you got the basically one of the best Japanese Jin players versus the biggest moron from San Diego. So we got that. But they got to play in the third round, So who knows?
That's gonna be sick. I mean, it's whenever you're in an Evo pool and you see an international player who's like notable, you always want to hope you get to play against them, right? And in this instance, where it's the same character, like even if you don't like Running Black, it's gonna be a sick match for him if he can get that far.
Yeah. The other guy making a comeback is Pekosu, although he's been here the past 2 years, right? The first year he got top 8, but last year he had a pretty bad showing. He lost to Punko, and he seemed pretty tilted from that loss because right after he had to play Genius and Losers. And I was watching that match and he went straight to Akuma, and I'm like, why?
What character?
Akuma?
What character was he using before that? What character did he lose to Punko with? Was it King still?
King.
Okay, because he was using King when he made top 8 the year before, right?
Yes.
Right.
And so he lost to Punko's Akuma, then he switched to Akuma against Genius, and then lost to Genius. And I was just like, he seemed pretty tilted, right? So he got a sponsor. Now, I don't know how true this is. I heard this from Majin Obama's Twitter, but that his sponsor said that they'll fly him out to Evo, but they'll only buy his ticket back if he makes top 8. If he doesn't make top 8, no ticket back home. You gotta sell some booty on the corner or something to make groceries. So I don't know how true that is, but if that's true, that's sick. Because then gives you some motivation, right?
I mean, that's some motivation, but it's also pretty fucked up. But go on.
You think Japan is all about flowers and sunshine?
Throwing kids out of volcanoes, man. That's the mentality.
Yeah, we throw kids in volcanoes all the time. Get on our level. The two other players that I can probably say I'm really interested in are Bats, or I think most people will know him as Butts. He's a Horong player, really high ranked Horong player, and I think he's gonna do really well. And Taisei is a Steve player, but he has like a ton of really, really high ranked characters in the arcade, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in tournament, because I've heard that he's not a great tournament player. So we'll see how he does. I think that's pretty much about it. There's another girl player from Japan coming, Kobore. She qualified for Worlds or Globals last year too, so that's interesting to see. And then you got everyone else. That's
Kuro,
Shooty, Mamba is another guy. So those are pretty much all the big name Japanese players that are coming. And then you have JD.
That's like 15. That's like 15 players from Japan are coming.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane, right? All right, let's move on.
The actual number is.
Yeah, there's got to be more, I'm guessing. But, I mean, that's 15 notable ones that we've recognized, and, we can put their character to their name, etc., right? And let's go on down to Korea, because the Korean players are insane just as well, right?
We could talk about Ni, obviously.
He's pretty good.
He's a champion.
He's an Evo champ.
We can talk about JDCR and Saint, both champions, Echo Fox boys, right? Let's talk about Jindong Ding Ding.
Yeah, John Ding.
John Ding. He was originally a Chloe player, although originally before that he was a Capo player. He played Chloe because there was no Capos. Now there's an Eddie in the game, so I think that's who he's playing. He's coming, so I think this is his first Evo as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. I'm always interested to see how these Asian players do, because most of the times I feel like they play only in arcade, right? So coming to a console tournament, it's a brand new experience. They don't know what to do with the joystick, right? Putting it on the lap feels uncomfortable. You got Nuki, like the first couple of years at Evo, he's playing on his knees while putting the stick on a chair. You got all these weird shit going on.
And they always have those weird sticks too, right? I mean, like before the Tokyo Omni came out, I feel like they all had those custom wooden box sticks.
Yeah, they had
like, is that even going to work? Yeah.
Yeah, Nin used to tell me that they used to train for 12 hours a day, and then ever since they found out that console tournaments are going to be able to stick on your lap, they said, okay, we got to not do 12 hours in the arcade. We're going to do 6 hours in the arcade, then go home and then play 6 hours on console with a stick in our lap. I'm serious, man. They're crazy over there.
Weirdos.
12 hours a day, jeez.
You also got Kokoma. He's coming back. He last year had a pretty bad showing, I guess, because it was his first Evo. He got
Beat
17th
Nobi
place.
though. He beat Nobi. He put him into losers.
Oh, that's right. Kokoma did put Nobi into losers, but
But he didn't
Kokoma
make
ended
top
up
8?
losing. He lost to like an Akuma player from Japan. That wasn't even like a real like Tekken player, right?
Wow.
So he's gonna be playing. I think he's gonna play Dragonoff. That's from what I've heard.
That
He's
was
also
like a
gonna
really
be-
stupid version of Akuma, though, right?
It was. And that was
Yeah.
like right when Akuma had just come out, too. So a lot of people
Yeah,
did not have
so a lot of
experience.
Tekken players didn't know how to even fight against Akuma.
Right.
So it's a pretty odd thing for him to lose to. He's going to Wednesday Night Fights, I believe, next week.
Kokoma?
Yes.
Whoa.
Him and then this other guy that Rip is very familiar with. 6 rounds familiar. 9 rounds.
9 rounds.
9 rounds.
Straight.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Because he couldn't stretch it out to make it at least 10. It was just only 9. Nin made quick work of Rip in that grand finals. That shit was rough.
Beat down City.
But yeah, Nin's coming. He's coming back. He's been playing a lot. He's been growing a weird looking beard on his face.
Yeah.
He's
That guy
getting
streams 9
mad old.
hours a day minimum, dude. Have you
Yeah,
even seen
he
his
is
green
cracking
Tekken?
out on some Tekken, and it's kind of. I'm afraid he's gonna die on stream. I'm just
Yeah. Eating cup of noodles or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
like it's just like it's rough watching here.
Oh man.
I mean,
but the other
Maybe
one,
you watch his beard growing on stream.
yeah, the other one, the last player is 200 Won. He's the other one that's probably the most important because he was known as a big time Ana player back in Tekken 5, and really he stopped playing like during Tekken 6 and Tag 2. He ended up like popping back up in the fighting game world at Street Fighter Crash. He was an
Wow.
Armika player.
Yeah,
One
he's
of the
super
good-
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. He did well, but now he's coming for Tekken, I believe. I don't even know if he signed up for Street Fighter. Maybe he did.
do you know what
but-
character he's using?
Last I saw him stream, he was playing Eliza.
Ooh.
So he could be playing Eliza. I'm not sure exactly because there's no Ana, so there's nothing for him to really fall back on. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And OK is the last guy. He's okay, I guess.
You don't know
He's an
anything about him?
Oscar
He's
player.
okay?
He's an Oscar player. He's in the death pool with Jimmy J Tran and Just Frame James and Brian H.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
But I would say he's probably the worst Korean player. So he'll make top 8.
Damn. Damn. I mean, that Korean lineup is insane. I mean, the Japanese guys, from everyone who is signed up, I think the only one who's made top 8 were Pekosu and Nobi, right?
No, Take and you both made top 8.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's right.
Take's made
Like-
top 8 both years, and you made it a couple years ago.
The very first year of Tekken 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Koreans, of course, JDCR, Saint, Nin, and Ni, Kokoma
All
201,
one Evo.
John Deng. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, JDCR, Saint, Nin, Ni. That is a crazy lineup. I mean, do you guys think that this will be the first year that the entire top 8 will not have an American in Tekken 7 at EVO?
No, I don't think so.
You
An
think
American
American's
always
getting
makes
there?
it in there.
This is a turn, dude. This is like, remember, like back in the day, Kudons is number 1. He's always gonna. He never even won Evo. Like Mr. Naps
Okay.
takes him out, and like like someone always
Kudons
takes
didn't
somebody
get out
out.
of my pool. I remember that. I got out of that pool. Kudons didn't. That's what happened. That's a fact. That is a fact. But
Yeah.
you got to remember back then, that was when there's only like Kudons and maybe Ryan Hart. They were like the 2 internationals at the tournament. Like there are more Koreans in this tournament than there were internationals in that entire tournament that year.
Let's
know,
say
I-
though
that's
that.
True.
But
But then we have like 1,200 Americans in there, man. Someone's
two
gotta take
years
them out.
ago when we only played 7.0, that was probably us at our weakest, right? Because we never even played Tekken 7 up until then.
Right.
Like Tekken 7, that was like the first time I think the majority of America even played it was at that tournament, and we had one lonely American up there, so that was probably the best year. I think we'll have some slimy American just slither his way in there somehow.
One or two for
he-
sure.
yeah.
Damn, you go for
someone-
2, Mike?
Maybe. Never know.
Last year there was 2, right?
Yeah, it was Geese Master and Speed
Speed
Kicks.
Kicks.
Unfortunately, Speed Kicks is making out as pulling losers. I don't know why. I have a feeling that he's gonna make out on losers because there's some Korean guy in this group call that has a beat down ready for him.
Wait, you're saying someone in this group call is going to beat Speed Kicks at EVO in the pool stage?
Yes.
I hope he does it too, man. That'll be sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up. It's gonna be sick. Bitch.
Bitch.
Try that on my Leo.
That's fine. I mean,
Fucking Korean Sajam going in, huh?
Korean Jam.
Yeah, so that's I mean, Tekken is insane. I think that, this might actually be the year that there's no American in top 8. I know it's happened every year, but this lineup
No
of international
faith.
talent,
no faith.
this
guy.
lineup is insane. But I believe in, if anyone, I have a hunch Spirojin's gonna do it. But really
Yeah.
quick, before we get further, anything you want to say about the Injustice 2 top 8, or not top 8, but just Injustice 2 competition at EVO in general? Sajam? I like how you knew I was talking to you before I point at anyone
I'm
else.
pretty well versed in
All right,
Injustice.
Rickstah,
There's
take
Sonic
it.
Fox, there's Scar, and then there's a bunch of guys with weird dragon tattoos named
You already look
Dragon,
at the Echo
Sea
Fox
Dragon,
website.
and Aqua Dragon.
I'm voting for Forever King.
Everyone's a dragon. Everyone's either a dragon or a snake or something over in that community.
They're all animals. It's
Yeah.
8 furries, and they're gonna all be in suits and shit. And Sonic Fox is gonna have the hat, and he'll be their leader. No, like fucking. You know what's crazy is that Sonic Fox like destroyed everybody at Combo Breaker. But at CEO, he got knocked into losers in top 64. Like the first round of top 64.
Oh, that's right. Who did he
By
lose to?
SoCal.
Lord Emperor Theo fucking took his ass out.
Oh, yeah. Fat Theo.
Theo.
Theo, the bane of SoCal's existence. 3-0. That motherfucker beat Sonic Fox. It was bad. It was really bad. Like, it was clean 3-0. So, and now Theo is on Echo Fox also. He got picked up by the squad.
Immediately.
we can't beat him, so make him join us.
Yep.
Yeah, they have like 34 fighting game players now. They're gonna roll up in a Greyhound to Evo. That shit is crazy. But what's it called? Yeah, like I think that Sonic Fox, he got third at Combo Breaker or at CEO. He lost to Theo and Slayer. I think both those guys have a good chance. White Boy won that tournament with Scarecrow, which was crazy.
Oh, yeah. And Slayer has been doing like really well in Justice, right? Like he's
Slayer's
been making
sick.
top 8 at every tournament.
Slayer got third place at Combo Breaker, I think it was, and second place at CEO. So yeah, Slayer's been doing great.
Didn't he reset CEO Grand Finals
This
too?
is probably the most difficult like competition Sonic Fox has had at an NRS event in a long time. So
Yeah, I mean, Sonic Fox historically has done better at MKX than he did at Injustice 1 too, right? He started winning Injustice 1 at the end last year or something?
yes, I mean the final year and a half of Injustice, he won for like a year and a half straight, including
That
Evo.
girl.
He like didn't lose a single tournament.
I mean, it just kind of rolled over into MKX. Like there was
Yeah.
no real like
The
him
momentum.
picking up the game, and it was like, nah, I'm just gonna keep winning.
Yeah, so basically, Theo now is kind of the answer to Sonic Fox, but Echo Fox like, yeah, we can't risk that. Pick up Theo too, huh? Good
Yeah,
times.
that was pretty good. The chat got me.
What did they get you with, man? I saw you fall over in your seat over there.
Someone asked, I said that the Echo Fox team was gonna roll in on a Greyhound, and someone asked if Greyhound was Sonic Fox's boyfriend. You got me. I couldn't keep it in. That was pretty good. I wasn't ready for all that.
Woo, yeah, I can see how that got there real quick.
All
right.
Pretty good.
All right, so let's see. What's the other games at EVO this year? There's Street Fighter 5, King of Fighters. There's Marvel returning, Blaze Blue, Tekken, Melee Smash, Guilty Gear, and Injustice. Any notes about anything else you guys want to throw in there? I mean, I think Marvel. This might be the year that someone repeats finally, right?
Yeah,
man, it's gonna be
well.
the year
Ryan
of
Hart.
Ryan
Ryan
LV.
LV. Yes, sir.
Ryan LV. Did you say Ryan Hart?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
Ryan
that's-
Hart at first.
I was like,
I was like,
definitely
yeah,
said
Ryan Hart plays this game.
I was like, well,
Jesus.
Right,
Well, that would be
that's
cool,
you.
man. I hope so.
In Guilty Gear, there's a lot of really good Japanese and Korean players coming out, including Machobo again. He's the Evo champ. He probably has a good chance to repeat, but you never know, you know? So, I don't know. I'm excited, honestly. I'm kind of sad GG is not on Sunday, but I'm excited for that to see almost all the top 8s at Evo. Like, I think they're going to be really good. I can't wait to see how Tekken turns out in, what is it, the third to last game in Mandalay?
Third to last
So
spot,
it'll-
yeah. So they announced the Sunday schedule. Street Fighter 5 is the main event. Smash 4 is the, I guess, second event, second
Yeah.
to main, whatever the hell you call that, and then Tekken is third to main, whatever that's called. So yeah,
Yeah.
Probably a
I'm
good
going
idea to
reverse
make
order.
Smash second to last because then they can fuck up the schedule like they always do, and they'll only fuck up one game.
Street Fighter
Yep.
at the end. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's gonna be like
perfect.
Tekken is gonna be like 2 to 4:30, and Smash will be 4:30 to midnight, and then Street Fighter will be midnight to 2:30, and we'll call it a night. That'll be
Perfect.
the end.
All right, let's see. So that's so let's get predictions really fast. Let's run the predictions for Street Fighter 5, Tekken, and Injustice. Just one player, to win the whole thing. All right, not top 8. Just give me one player to win each of those games. Rickstah, you're first.
Street Fighter, Injustice, and Tekken.
Yeah.
Let's go Injustice. I'm gonna go with motherfucking Slayer.
Damn.
Only reason why I'm going with that was because Sajam said third, second, and now he's got to be one. You know, the thing is that I got like Slayer. So Slayer beat Eris the first year of Injustice, right? When Eris, this was when Eris was just bang, bang, bang. I don't give a
He was
shit.
shooting
I
everybody.
don't know Superman's fucking super was an overhead. I learned that shit mid-match.
I watched that on my
Whatever.
stream today, and then you could hear him ask it in the background. That shit is too good.
Right? But so Eris has never lost to Slayer, I don't think, before that. And Slayer beat him, right? And then after that, I remember clearly Slayer got up, he was excited, right? And he just straight up looked at the crowd and said, "This is my year." And I was like, at first I was like kind of pissed. I was like, dude, you barely beat Eris, right? But then I was like, that's sick. All right, good job. And then he got a dragon tattoo, and now, now
He made top 8 that year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Slayer because, hey, if anyone could beat Sonic Fox once, that's like a lifetime achievement award, right? So he got that shit going for him. Street Fighter, it's gonna be an American year this year, and it's gonna be Punk.
Ooh.
I can't see it any other way. I mean, I could, but
Mhm.
I think I want Punk to win more than anything. So I'm going Punk. And
Tekken?
Tekken's hard.
Super
I
hard.
think we're finally gonna get. I think there's too many Koreans, too many good Koreans to not have another 2-time champion. There's only one 2-time champion in Tekken, and that's Crow. I think this year JDCR is gonna win it though. I think he's just too strong. I think he's too strong, and the only people that can beat him
Nee.
be someone like Nee, but Nee seems to be losing to everybody too. Who knows, man? Or I heard there's a hidden Korean trying to get into slither his way into the brackets.
Who is that?
Not confirmed.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say because
Unconfirmed.
it's not
It's
confirmed.
unconfirmed. Who cares?
I'm not trying to name drop here, but you've said his name before. You were in the same pool at some tournament that you made it out of, and he didn't.
Oh shit.
Just saying.
I will make sure he doesn't get out of that pool again
All right, yeah.
by
So
not
there's
playing
that.
him again. Damn, that would be sick. That would be super sick. MYK, your predictions. Those 3 games, go.
Let's see. I don't know, man. I feel like Japan. Well, I'll start with Street Fighter 5 first. I feel like Japan, after last year with Capcom Cup and all that, they have to be like training more hyperbolic time chamber, shit to try to come back with to beat America. So I feel like I don't know. I want to see personally. I want to see Bong Champ win.
Bon Champ?
I heard Bong Champ. Bong
Bong
Champ.
champ, dude.
Bong Champ? Bong Jutsu?
All right, Bong
we
Champ.
need that one picture, Bong champ. Him making that same face.
I'm gonna vote for that guy. That guy's gonna win.
All right, Bong Champ
and then
for Street
for
Fighter.
Injustice, Slayer's my boy, but I don't know, man. I love watching Forever King play, man. He's definitely my favorite.
You're just a
player
big
to
ass
watch.
Batman fan, fool.
No, not just that, but Batman's sick. But Forever King, I just love his rush.
You might be the only Forever King fan I've ever heard of.
Exactly.
I don't know. I like it. I'm down
Plays
with it.
boring top tier characters. That's
Yeah,
it.
he's fun. There's no fun about
He's
Batman. or
He's a
Superman.
super cool dude, but yeah, he plays boring characters. That's for sure.
Well, he plays
all
to
about
win. I'm okay with that. But.
Super lame. Let's go. I'm all about that. For Tekken though, I feel like it's a toss up between. I feel like it's JDCR is definitely hungry. He definitely wants to win this one. He hasn't won an Evo yet. He definitely wants to win. But
He
I
has
feel
won
like
an
He
Evo,
has won.
by the way.
Wait.
He won tag.
oh, okay, all right. But I feel like Nee is super super hungry because he hasn't won an Evo yet, right?
He's won an Evo. He won
Evo.
tag.
He won tag.
How come I don't remember? any-
You a
Because
fucking
it's sad.
Capcom guy?
It's
What the
because
hell's
you're
wrong
the
with
real
you?
Bong Champ around here, fool. God.
It's a Bong Champ.
Well, damn. Personally, I want to see Nin win. I
I
want to
thought
see.
he was gonna say Bong Champ.
You know
again.
Nin has won an Evo too,
Oh,
man.
Bong Champ won that game too.
No, I know Nin won before, but I just want to see him win. Nin's the best.
All right. And did you pick an Injustice? You said Forever King. All right, go on. Say Jam. You're 3.
Jesus. So for Street Fighter,
Mhm.
I don't know. The USA has had a pretty good half a year. I said my favorites were Shen and Punk and Do and someone else, a couple
Snake.
other people. Snake. Snake has a good chance. I think
You
there's a lot
listed
of
off like
people
a
who have-
top 8 for your favorite to win.
Yeah, no, I think those are the players that have the best chance. I think it was 6 players, but I think Punk won E-League pretty convincingly, but I don't know, man. After that fiasco at CEO, he's getting a little too wild for his own good. You know, I think I'm gonna go Knuckle Do.
Knuckle Dude.
Hey, wait a minute. I got a question real quick. Has Punk ever been to Evo?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Wow.
It's just
that
his
is a
first
great
Evo,
question.
right?
He got sponsored by Panda Global after Evo last year, I'm pretty sure.
It,
Can
it was
I
like
take
later
back
than that.
my,
It was like
my-
earlier this year that he got sponsored, I think.
Yeah, so way after Evo. I'm saying, like, it didn't happen before last Evo is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know if he went or not. I would say maybe. Maybe not.
I'm taking back my vote then. If this is his first Evo, I have no faith.
I think
in
it's
him.
too hard. Yeah, the first time.
Wow.
I don't know. He won his first E-League.
Yeah, he
I'm going,
did.
I'm going with. I'm gonna change mine. I'm going with the newly sponsored Smug,
Okay.
just because I got to go with someone, and he's the other American I like.
Okay. All right, so you're going
yeah,
with
so
Knuckle Dude for Street Fighter.
Knuckle Dude for Street Fighter. For
Good choice.
Injustice, I also say Slayer. I think Slayer has a really good chance. He's playing really good. So yeah, I think that he's looking pretty solid. He got picked up by Rogue, the team owned by Steve Aoki. Those guys are a bunch of bong champs for sure. I don't know what's going on over there, but I feel like he's gonna be nice and prepared for Evo. And then for Tekken, I also think JDCR is gonna win. He played
Damn.
super good at Tiger Uppercut too. And
did.
so, yeah, I can't wait to see him play. I love his movement. I love watching his Heihachi, to be honest with you. Like, man, that guy is crazy good. And when Punk was talking shit about Knee on the couch right there, I saw it in JDCR's eyes. He's going to fuck
shit.
Knee up if he plays him.
That
I
is
just feel
super
it.
tight. That is super
And
tight.
he's gonna try to find Punk real fast after that match. Be like, you see what I did to your boy?
Yep, he's definitely going to do it.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
going to be like, yeah, you remember when I said I couldn't beat him? Hold that. And you didn't win Evo either, Punk? Fuck you. He's going to take his trophy and fucking bounce. That's going to be the end of it.
God, JDCR's a dick too. He won my giveaway on Monday, so I gave him a Steam code for Tekken 7. He's always like, I already have this. Give me cash. I was like, you bitch, dude.
Damn.
Fucking guy. What a
Did you
dick.
give him cash?
I subbed to his channel, like, here's your cash. But I also gave him a Steam
guess.
code. Whatever. I gave him a Steam code. He won the Steam code. My top 3 picks. For Street Fighter 5, I feel like Punk should win, right? But I feel like it's not going to happen. And everyone's saying it's an American year. I think I'm with MYK. I think the Japanese are finally going to pull through. I don't know who it's going to be, though. I think it's going to be a Japanese player, though.
You gotta choose, motherfucker.
If I got to choose one Japanese player, fuck. I'm going to go super unconventional based on performance recently. I'm going to go with fucking Tokido. Like, he has not been doing well lately, but if any Japanese player is going to do it, it's Tokido. Like, I would like to say Daigo's going to do it. He's not going to do it. Tokido, though, like, I feel like Evo, he might shine. He has a chance. But if it's not a Japanese player and it's not an American player, I think Shen is my best pick. That's my pick.
Yeah, I think the best international players' chances are probably Fudo, Shen, and Bonchan.
Yeah.
Those are
And
probably
then-
the 3 international players that are. If any of the 3 of them won Evo, I wouldn't be that surprised.
And then for Injustice, like, I definitely wanted to say Slayer. I 100% want to say Slayer. He's the boy, but, like, fucking... I think that when everyone is telling him he's going to win, he is going to fucking lose really bad and real early. So, it's not Slayer. It's not Slayer. It's going to be Theo. Theo is my pick to take Injustice 2 at EVO.
You guys don't know. Rip is the biggest Theo fanboy of all
That's true.
time.
The only
Only
reason...
talks every time he sees Theo, even when when MKX came out, it was the first week. He's like, "Dude, Theo's gonna play this game." Theo never played. And
He
kept
played that
talking-
1 week. He played that
Played
1
like
week.
one time.
Look, okay, the only reason I'm a huge Theo fanboy is because when I first played him in Injustice 1, I bodied him. And then 2 weeks later, he came back and he beat me, and I was like, what the hell? How did this fool get so good so fast? He, like, seriously leveled up, like, right before my eyes, and I saw it. And then he started winning all these Wednesday night fights. I was like, this fool is legit. I like this guy. And that was it. That was how Theo wanted me over. If you want to win me over, start winning, Ricky. That's all I got to say
I'm
about
not
that.
trying to win you over.
I know
In fact,
you're
I
not.
think it's a
You're too
curse.
busy losing. Moving on, my pick for Tekken.
Why do we do this show again? This show sucks.
My pick for Tekken is going to be... This is hard. I do think it's going to be an all-international top 8. And I don't know who's going to take it. I want Nin to win, because I think Nin is the best player in the world. just in the way he plays people. Not necessarily like he's the best Tekken player in the world, but just the way he mind games people or he understands players. So I want Nin to win, but I think it's going to be one of the Echo Fox boys as well. And I think as much as JCR wants to win, I think Saint can beat him. So between the two, it's a toss-up to me, but I'll go with Saint just because JDCR was a bitch about that Steam code. So let's go Saint. Let's go Saint, Theo, and Tokido.
vote.
There you go.
Yeah, he chooses with his heart more so
Yeah,
than his brain.
Of course.
Or his
Of
dick
course.
more than his brain. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck you, Rick. Why do I have you on the show as well? I think that's it. Is that it? Is there anything else we're supposed to talk about?
That's probably most of it, right?
That's most of it, right?
You're the one who's supposed to know the fucking topic.
Dog, look, man, I wanted to do a podcast for a long time, and then yesterday I saw you guys, we were talking, I was like, we should do a podcast, and then today I texted you guys, no one fucking responded, I was like, I guess we're not going to do a podcast, and then you all responded at once, I was like, damn, I thought I was going to be by myself, and all four of you guys showed up, let's go. So I'm super happy, I'm super happy. I didn't know what we were going to do, I don't have a format, do we want to do a bitch calling, Rickstah? You're the veteran from that podcast. What do you think? It's up to you.
I don't know if we were. I think that's Eris's thing. So we gotta do it. We have to do it in a way where it's not a bitch calling, but
Sajam had a suggestion.
I did have a suggestion.
What was your suggestion?
See, Eris says he can't do it. He's gonna sue. My suggestion was who got left behind every week. A left behind calling.
Left behind calling.
A left behind calling. Who got left behind? Or who left you behind?
Or who left you behind? Damn.
Yeah.
All right, Sajam.
There's a way to do it to get around legal copyright. The fucking lawyers over at the Avoiding the fucking Enterprises are brutal, man. You can't deal with those fucking guys. No Pants, he's got a legal team. You can feel that shit in his shoulder when you're about to steal their fucking
shoulder blades.
when you're about to steal their fucking ideas.
All right, Sajam, who left you behind or who did you leave behind this week?
My left calling is Eris. He left all you fucking guys behind, so you had to make a new fucking podcast without him. And you guys got fucking owned. You had to do it on another channel and make a janky-ass boom overlay. That shit is hilarious. But, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good that the podcast is back. I'm pretty happy that you guys are doing this. So that's my left behind calling.
All right, MYK.
Honestly, it was gonna be Eris too, but because Sajam called it first, but it wasn't for those reasons, for the podcast reason. It was for like, why don't you come out to Wednesday Night Fights? You already live here, you already have all those viewers. Just play the game. I told them at like GameStop Expo last year. I was like, dude, you already go to all the tournaments. Why don't you just play? People want to see you play. People love seeing you play. They want to see those faces that are real tournament matches. Oh, I can't believe I lost. Stuff like that. Like you gotta see that stuff, man. There's not that stuff anymore. It's just like hidden in the shadows in his dark room with the undershot of his beard, and you don't know where his beard and his shirt combine.
We determined that it's a fake beard. It's a removable beard. We found that out yesterday. We realized that he's just wearing a black shirt, and he takes the beard off when he streams, and you can't tell.
Yeah, you guys don't know the real reason why he only wears a black shirt and then he has a black beard,
Yeah, it's fucking strats. It's pretty smart.
The beard is actually only this long, anyways. You guys just get duped by the his shirt's a green screen. It's just black.
And the angle he picked was so good too, man. He thought about this. You could tell.
All right, Ricky.
I didn't even think about this.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm always bad at this segment. This segment sucks.
Yeah.
I guess Avery? I mean, I don't know, man.
He beat your ass last night at Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, that's beside the point. The point is that he acts like such a little child every time anyone thinks anything of him. He acts like a little child and is like, I don't care. He does that little woman thing where it's like, I don't care about this. Come on, man. Stop being a little bitch and start caring.
Yeah, the real life option selects.
Running Black's a bitch, huh?
Well, I mean, he knew that before that, so I didn't need to call him out here to do that.
I don't know much about him. Like, when I used to go to Super Arcade, I just knew him as that guy who fucking lost a lot and got really pissed. That's all I knew about him. I was like, that guy just yells a lot all the time.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I just knew that he yelled and complained a lot.
I've seen him kick a controller at Evo when he lost to Bronson. He's definitely throwing baby tantrums, and he has mold growing out of his upper arm.
My favorite loss from him though is at Last Chance qualifiers, where he's just like the 9th tournament. You just see him lose, and he just.
That was everybody though.
Yeah,
Everyone
dude, that's messed up, man.
Tournament.
Wait,
That was
hold on.
about winning.
What-
Winning that tournament after you qualified, you just looked at everyone like fucking stressed out and shit, and you just like, that sucks.
The 9th one though, he didn't even get off the chair. He just like took off his glasses. He was just like,
It was rough, man. Hey, MYK, which tournament did you win in the Last Chance qualifier?
third one.
Oh, you fucking got out easy. Whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my left behind calling has got to be.
It's not a left behind calling. It's just
right.
leaving behind.
Leaving.
He's getting left behind.
Listen,
Yeah, all right.
every third day we got this segment now. All right, we got to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that S from
Most
third day
perfect,
is
sorry.
what I left behind. But I think it's got to be Seo, man. That fool left me behind yesterday. I wanted to play Seo. It was my top 8 match. And I was like, all right, Seo, I used to beat this guy, no problem. And then he 6-0'd me. I was like, what in the fuck just happened? I
Damn,
was
baby
shocked.
Nin, you got fucked up by baby Nin
How is he baby Nin?
because he fucked you up too. He 6-0. He would have 9-0'd you too if it was fucking.
Oh
grand
my
finals
god, fuck
deal.
you, man. Jesus Christ. All right, Seo, you got left behind. The show
I think
is
the left behind is you and fucking Law, because you never play that goddamn character anymore. You just stream fucking Katarina and you hit 4.
And
You
then he
saw
complains
it. I
about
69
Law being
Katarina
really
today.
bad.
Yeah, maybe if you fucking played Law more, you'd win with Law more.
I saw that moment after. I saw that moment. He was just like, he's so bad, man. I just kept doing 3+4. Stop doing 3+4. I don't know what to tell you, Rip.
No, I knew. Hey, shut up, man. Look, I lost. All right, I lost. I will learn from my mistakes. Playing on the characters won't change Law at all. He's been the same for a decade anyway. But
I feel you though. Yeah.
moving on. Let's go ahead and plug all your channels and all your social media stuff. Rickstah, you can start this time.
Right there. You see that shit? It says Twitter Ricksteezy. Follow that. That's also my Twitch name. I have a fake sub button, so if you guys want to give me your fake money, we can, whatever. Damn, I still haven't made a fucking emote. Someone tweet me an emote idea, or just
Use
give
your
me
face.
one.
We need a Rickstah face emote.
I want
Yeah,
Mario shitting.
Oh my God, that's
Look.
I want to take Mario shitting somehow and squeeze it down into an emote, but it's impossible.
Make it
I
a
don't know how to do that.
Make it a 4.
Four-piecer. Four-piecer,
A
yeah.
4-piece. He only gets one.
I only get one emote. I'm not even a real. I'm
Look.
not a real partner.
Ricky, all you got to do.
I just gotta make Mario's face first,
Nah,
and then
nah.
the rest of the body comes later.
All you got to do is make your own face, Rickstah. There's plenty of asses as emotes already. People will work it out.
So Mario's ass is not the point of it. It's the point of the shitting. Shitting is the key
We
element.
just need your face, Ricky.
Is it gonna be like an 8 panel?
Damn,
I'm gonna try to get the biggest panel of emotes ever.
it's a good
Yeah, I
idea.
want to see this shit.
All right, so your Twitch channel, twitch.tv, just like your Twitter, right? Ricksteezy
Yes.
with 3 E's. MYK.
Everything is the same. The name is MYK, except for YouTube. It's just the name is MYK88. Oh.
Okay, boom, you're in there. Sajam.
Yeah, Twitter Sajam, Twitch Sajam. I have a real sub button, and you can give me real dollars if
Damn.
you want. Not any of this fake shit, and my emotes also suck. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and watch the recipe on Cross Counter. Hey, if you guys go to Cross Counter TV, that reminds me, you can
Hey,
watch
what the
our
fuck,
Tekken-
man? Only one promo per person. Go on.
What do you mean? I'm not doing anything special. Look, all right, you go to Cross Counter, you check out and use Tasty Gem, and you can watch it for free. So you can watch Steve almost lose online in Tekken. It's pretty good. Go ahead and check out the recipe if you guys want to support non-Street Fighter games on Cross
And
Counter.
if you guys want to watch Steve always lose offline, you can come to Wednesday Night Fights and watch him play in tournaments.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got that aspect of it too.
And if you guys are watching this, of course, click the follow button here, youtube.com/levelupyourgame. Let me show you really quick. This is what it looks like. There are a bunch of videos coming out. A lot of people want to make tutorials,
Fucking-
but I don't got time for that. But I've been putting up all these lab things. So there's like,
We're all allowed one shill moment.
yeah. So there's a Lucky Chloe one. There's a Gigas one going up. I think tomorrow I'll put up Kazumi probably. So there's like about 8 of these. All this stuff is queued up to go up. So it's
Hey,
all
what's
coming.
that E-League video down there?
Where's the E-League video? Was there an E-League video there?
EL Dell segment test? What the fuck is that?
Where? Oh shit! Hey, you don't want to see that. Don't look at this one. This one's private. Don't look at this one. How the fuck did you read that? You're not even on the screen. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you motherfucker! I got more time to read shit. No one's looking at me.
Your
Why
face
did
is
you
all
not
close
put
to the
my
monitor.
face on there and you put your own face on there, you bitch? You're doing shit
Yeah,
back there.
you're
Just
a-
fucking hide your face.
It's a great idea. You know, I just didn't think that far ahead. It's the first episode, bro. I'm hammering out all the details. Next time the show will probably be back is the week after Evo. So next week we're all going to Evo, right? Me
Yes,
and
we
Rickstah
are.
will be at GameWorks on Thursday night, right?
Yes.
To do exhibition matches for Street Fighter V and Tekken 7. If you guys are in Vegas at the time, come on by. It'll be at night. I think it's 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something. And I think
Damn.
that's it. We will see you guys in 2 weeks probably.
Yeah, Thursdays will now have an S by 2 weeks from now.
Figure it
2
out.
weeks
button.
we'll have an S.
Yeah, whatever Ricky just said. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace. Boom.
Boom.
No booms.
No S's.
Just asses.
Yeah,
Booms and
that's
asses,
what
boys.
Yeah.
Fill the chat. Booms and asses.